All right, hi, and welcome to another video on the Targeted Individual Program, the Target Individual Experience. So, I did a video on this before. This is probably about um, last year, sometime last year. They don't do this too often. Again, they will always rehash the same targeting, some more frequent than others, and others, again, they'll do it, maybe a couple times a year, right? So I am waiting on a package from uh, a FedEx package. I'm sorry, not FedEx. I'm sorry, Amazon package. I'm waiting for, and uh, again, as they normally do, whenever I order something, they will, try to send subliminal message about this, they're stealing items, what have you, and such and stuff, stealing your package, what have you, right? Which they've done plenty of times, and I've talked about this already. I've actually shown you guys uh, how they do this stuff and what it is that they're doing. So I went to call my daughter, all right, and again, this doesn't happen often. So when I hit the phone icon, right, uh, this the phone icon basically just filled up the whole screen for a split second, right, and then I can get uh, into my into the phone where I can dial the number to call and speak to my daughter. Like I said, they don't do this all the time. I mean, whenever I click on the phone icon to make or the call icon, this never comes up. Not like that. Okay, only during specific time, and it's usually when, uh, again, they don't want me to talk about uh, my targeting, and so whenever they'll retaliate. Okay, so this is the kind of thing that they will do. Now, coincidentally, all of a sudden today, uh, Pam called me. She's like, "Hey, I'm leaving work or what have you. I'm leaving." I'm like, and she's like, "I'm just calling, checking, leaving work." Again, whenever she starts to act like that and engage in that, it's sort of whereas for the most part, they manipulate her, and she doesn't even call and say those things. So again, always trying to engage in some sort of manipulation, right? And also, my package is supposed to be delivered today, and it should be here within the next hour or something like that because I just checked the my Amazon account to check the where the delivery driver is at, right? And they're about, I think it was like 2 stops away. So I'm waiting. And again, you hear sirens in the background, very low volume because they don't want me talking about this stuff and exposing about this stuff, right? So again, trying to steal your packages and doing stuff like this as a way of trying to either silence you or try to um, make some sort of bargain with you. But again, it's only psychological. It's not real. Okay, it's not true. But as long as they can get your mind to believe that means that they can steal things from you because they think that if you want something or it would be a thing or a person or have you, then they can try to bargain with you in terms of silencing you, in terms of illegally microchipping you and not talking about what it is that they've done to you, right? So always remember as a TI, this is why they play with your emotions, right? Particularly when you have a emotional attachment to something, to a thing, to a person, what have you. Like your kids, your loved one, your intimate partner, or what have you. They will try to use them as some sort of bargaining chip in order to silence you, so that you won't expose that they've illegally implanted you, and they're running the psychological programs, because it's highly unethical, highly illegal, and they know this. And in order to manufacture consent, because again, this is non-consensual, they need to create and do these sort of things in order to manufacture uh, um, uh, and use coercive persuasion, right, in order to say, well, you're giving them consent, right? Remember that. Talk to you guys in the next video.